right. So you're on now. You can take it away when you're ready. Talk about whatever you want.
Okay, I feel like you should ask me questions to start
I
off.
will ask you questions, but not to start off.
Okay, so something I want to talk about is children, young children.
Okay.
And very weak baby dads.
What?
Yeah, like, I feel like baby dads these days are just very irresponsible for their children.
As opposed to baby dads like 20 years ago that you have lots of experience with?
I even talk to, like, you know, older adults, and they're like, this is not even a thing. This would never be a thing. All men are supposed to be taking control and responsibility for their children, right? So nowadays, where it's kind of like...
Wait, sorry, can I ask, like, do you have, like, a child?
Yes, I have a child.
Like just one?
I have a 2-year-old.
Okay.
My baby dad, he's not involved, so that's why this topic is, like, really, really big for me.
Right.
Because personally, my baby dad himself has already had another kid since then.
Okay.
So he does take care of this other kid, but
yours gets left behind.
Yeah, so to me, that's very disrespectful, and I feel like I should be getting something from that when I didn't have this kid by myself, right?
True.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I went to the hospital and I did have the kid, but I didn't choose to have a kid by myself, and I would be more understanding if it's like, okay, this is not the life he wants to live. He wasn't meant to be a father, but he ended up having another kid.
Wow.
And he takes care of it. So I'm like, why is my daughter being neglected? And this whole other kid is out here being taken care of, having...
Can I ask, like, do you know if that guy, that you're telling, your baby dad, is he in a relationship with the new mother or no?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are in a relationship together. I know that he's not, like, loyal. Like, I know he just goes out and does his own thing because I've heard it from his own mouth.
Right.
And also...
This was while you guys were together?
Yes, and... No. Well, we weren't together, but his new baby mom or whatever was pregnant. Okay. And he was, telling me all this drama between them and how, whatever. And he's like, I don't get anything. And I talk to this many girls out here, and he goes to Toronto and hooks up with this many girls. And I'm like, so you're having a whole nother kid, don't take care of your one, and you're also getting other people pregnant all over the country.
Like, I think you're thinking of his mentality wrong. Like, again, he's not, like, I don't think he's evaluating his fatherhood on one side or the other. He's just looking to, as we say, get his dick wet. And
then there's from my perspective,
byproducts,
Yes, and he doesn't see it as that. He doesn't think that it's like, I'm going out and getting this and this girl pregnant. He's more like, I'm getting pussy.
Right.
He doesn't care about the flip side of it, and they could possibly be pregnant or whatever outcome could happen.
Right.
So that's just really, really funny to me, because I'm like, after the fact of me for, my daughter's 2, so almost 2 years of telling him, hey, you should be coming along, you should be seeing her, you should be, having some type of communication with her. No communication at all whatsoever. Maybe every now and then he would contact me to see her, but it wasn't frequent, it wasn't on a schedule, it was never like he was really involved.
How often does he see your daughter?
Now, never.
Never?
Yes, now never. He hasn't seen her since her birthday, which was in November. It was November 6th. So he hasn't seen her since then. Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, to me, his kid was actually born after that, a little bit late November. I don't know the exact date, but... And
he lives here?
He lives in Windsor, so it's like, there's no excuses at the end of the day. I mean, if you're
Do you know if the other girl is telling him not to show?
Exactly, there's a lot of people that are telling me, well, this girl is probably, in his ears saying this and this and that. Yeah, and especially because of how people are in Windsor and very controlling. And
just think of it, like, put yourself in her shoes, right? You're like, why is this guy neglecting me? Now he's gonna be thinking, or she's gonna be thinking, why is this guy leaving me and my kid to go to this other girl?
Another kid? Yeah. So, I mean, I understand that from her.
Especially when he shows up to you and you're spilling drama about her.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's she probably doesn't know that, Like, it's all, he's very secretive, very low-key, all, like, into...
But she knows that. She knows the type of scumbag this guy is.
Yeah, but, I mean, I've known him a lot longer, I've known him since about I don't know, probably since I was about 10 or 11 years old.
Can I ask how old you are now?
Yeah, I'm 21 years old.
Okay.
So we've known each other for, almost 10, years.
Right.
And they've known each other for about 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
So I really do know the type of person he is. And I personally don't know if she does. Because I feel like when it comes to these situations and he's like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong, and she's like, oh yeah, you're right.
Are you friends with this girl at all? Or
no,
not?
I don't know her on a I don't know her on a personal level.
Would you be like interested in doing that? Like,
meeting
I know
her?
It sounds weird, but like, you could call her up, be like, yo,
no, I have.
Your kid has a sister of sorts.
No, because
this guy is like bailing.
He reached, or we have like talked to each other before, and I've said, I'm completely interested in my kid having a relationship with her brother, because technically that is her younger brother, right?
That's
so
right.
Why would I not want that for my daughter? But at the end of the day, she's, wherever she is in life, and at the same time, I know where Anthony is in life, and he's not in a good position, so I know maybe if they're together, how could she be so much higher than him? She's probably in the same spot as he is. Right? She probably doesn't want the same things as he doesn't. She's probably in the same mindset as he is. There's no point in me trying to, get my daughter some relationship.
You're basically giving up at this point.
I did give up, and I said, like, if worse comes to worse and I really need that support, I will take him to court, no problem. That's not an issue for me. But right now, my daughter's well taken care of. She has everything she needs. So
classical, strong, independent black woman.
Yeah, I'm not worried about. He's a loser to me in my eyes. He has never done anything for my daughter, really.
Right.
Other than a couple $100 on a birthday. Like, that's nothing to me. A relationship with her father is something to me. So that means nothing.
Well, if the father's kind of a scumbag to that level that you won't see your kid, even though you live in the same city, then maybe that relationship isn't as worthy as you think it to be.
And the relationship itself is nothing, because we were in a relationship over 4 or 5 years ago.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about...
But them. Yeah.
Them.
And I think the same thing. I'm like, is he going to be there for his kid? I hope so. I hope he learns from his first.
Like, maybe, like, the way I'm seeing it is, like, for your kid's sake, like, maybe you don't want your kid growing up knowing that I have a dad who's, like, deadbeat, right?
Yeah,
like, it's better to,
that?
like, think, I don't have a dad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is,
like, this is obviously your conflicts.
No, it really is. And the only thing that scares me is when she's, going into SKJK, when she sees all these other kids that are talking about mommy and daddy, she's not going to know who that is.
Well, that's a long time from now.
Yeah, and it is. So I have a long time.
You have time to find a daddy.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. I think if that's at the end of the day, it's his loss. To me, it's not nothing.
Definitely
to
his
me.
loss. Yeah.
I have an amazing relationship with my daughter, and I'm very proud of how far we have come since the day she was born. Being that I am a single mom.
Right.
So I think we've done amazing, and I think that in the future we will continue to do amazing with or without a father figure, period, whether it's somebody new coming into my life or him coming into the future, who knows. And
honestly, I'm impressed. Like, I know, like, I'm, let's say, considerably older than you, and there's no way in hell that I would be able to take care of a child of any age right now. Even 17, I'd be like, nope, you can't do this right now.
Are like, I don't know how you do it, but at the end of the day, when you get pregnant and there's only however many options,
you gotta grow up real fast.
You learn real quick. Okay, I need to do this, and that, and this is how it needs to be done. If my daughter's not taken care of, I'm losing everything, right? So you just gotta learn to step up and be the best you can be for your child. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where I kind of learned, like, okay, I need to do this and this and that. And at the end of the day, if he's there, he's not. If he is, I'm happy for their relationship. But I'm not losing anything. At the end of the day, it's her. That's why I feel for my daughter. I don't feel for me. I don't feel for him. I feel for my daughter, because I feel like she deserves the absolute best at the end of the day. And any child deserves to grow up with both of their parents if they are involved, But
children also deserve to be kept from scumbag parents.
Yes, and that is the same thing. If he's not got his life together, I don't even want you involved with my daughter.
Can I ask you, like, a couple more personal questions?
Yeah.
Do you have to go? Like, I don't want to keep
you. No, I'm fine.
Okay, so at the time that you got pregnant, like, how involved was this guy at that? Like, you told him, right? Like, I'm pregnant. And then what was his reaction? Like,
so this is actually funny because, well, it's not funny.
Doesn't sound funny. Like, just starting
off. When I
off.
found out I was pregnant, he was actually in jail.
Rip.
So that just tells you the type of guy he is, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
so you knew this guy for 10 years and you...
He was never that type of person until about
after
a year or two after we started dating.
Oh, shit.
So I actually did get pregnant when he was that type of person, but I never would have thought at the end of the day that he would neglect a child, right? Nobody would think that, you know...
What did he go to jail for?
He has a lot of separate charges that are just, you know, a long list of...
Stacking up, just like...
Yeah, he's got
go to jail for a while.
Yeah, he has a lot of separate charges that are from a completely different situations that have built up over time. So that's not even, like, something that I can really get into because I don't even know the gist of behind it because there's just so many different situations.
Yeah, but, like, if you were, like... intimate with somebody who've known for a long time and you know he's like super sketchy because he's got loaded right, you got a bunch of different situations that stack up to some prison
but
sentence.
This all didn't
like,
start happening until after we were dating,
all of it.
So and then when I got pregnant he was in jail for an attempted something about a gun charge. And I had no idea what the gist of behind it, but I just know it was something.
He was in jail. Okay, like you didn't like have sex with him in jail, right?
No. So. He was only in jail for like 2 months, and when I was pregnant, I found out almost like two weeks while he was in jail. I didn't talk to him because I didn't really know how to express like the situation. Okay. So I talked to his mom because I was really, really close with his mom at the point. And I told her, you know, I was pregnant. She was really excited. And, I told her I didn't know how to tell her. Yeah, I know. She was really excited. Now she's nowhere to be found.
Of course.
Yeah, so
Grandma's no longer cute.
Yeah, no longer nothing. But so I told her, I talked to her, and then, you know, probably about a month and a half when he was in jail, I told him, I said, I am pregnant, and he said, we'll take care of it. That was the first thing.
That can be interpreted very differently.
Very differently. And that was the one thing that he said to me that I will remember for the rest of my life. And he said, take care of it. I didn't talk to him for about 6 or 7 months. And then right when she was about to be born, he decided that he was ready to step up to the plate. He did want to be involved because in between the time, his mom obviously knew I was pregnant and she was 100% on board.
It doesn't matter if she's on board.
Yeah, right? No, but she was talking to me. She was talking to me every other day saying, you know, I do want to be there for the baby. I want to be there at birth, blah, 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 saying all these things. Regardless if her son was involved, I was obviously, if she's family, I'm not going to neglect anybody from my child. Right. You know, if you're family, I do want you to. My child deserves everything. You know,
but
everybody
she's gone regardless.
She's gone. That's on her own choice.
You have her number though. Can't you like call up, yo, Granny?
I don't
where you
want to call her. She is a whole mess. That is not a.
Also, another story.
Right, another story for another day because she is a whole like freaking psychic type witch vibes, putting spells on people.
I should go pick her up on my channel. That sounds like
my daughter is not going nowhere with you. I can tell you that right now. She is not going nowhere with you or your son.
What if she gets reads that you're not home, and then she goes and kidnaps your kid?
Reads that I'm not home? My daughter is nowhere home.
Psychic,
not
dude,
with my daughter's not staying home without me there. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. She knows your code to your door or some shit.
I don't got no codes to my door. I got systems up in my house, and if she sets off no type of alarm, I'm gonna see it, and I will be there. She will know I'm there, and there
summon ghosts or something.
she could be because she's on that level. I swear, she be talking on some next spiritual level, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going with you. Any gift that she's ever given my daughter. No offense to her, but has been thrown in the garbage.
Oh shit!
I'm genuinely scared because she's
I'm curious now. What is in these? Like she said her dolls. Like
no. Her son, my baby dad, has been possessed in front of the whole family's eyes, and they show me these videos and tell me these stories.
She possessed her, or him?
His grandma did. So his
and you saw this happen.
I didn't. The whole family did.
And this guy's like floating or some shit. They showed me on
video. He was in the back of their truck, some white. I think it was a GMC or GM, whatever those trucks are. And he was in the back of it like a dog, freaking out in the back of the truck. His little brother was in the back in his little booster seat. Little brother. And there was a dog that actually tore him, like bit him because he was scared apparently. And I just hear all these stories and I'm like, yeah, my daughter's not going anywhere with you. Like, and she's giving me like liquid gifts and stuff and I can see like little things kind of growing in it. And I'm like, That's going in the garbage.
What the shit?
Right. And I'm like, I don't, and like the thing is, I've never really deep dived into the, gist of everything and really like.
What is there to dive into? Like,
no, but like,
where do you go to dive into this shit?
No, but like researched all of what she's saying and like how this and this and this happens. I don't know everything behind of what she's saying, but I don't want nothing to do with it. My daughter's not going anywhere with you.
You sound like a person who makes a lot of good choices, after potentially having some bad ones, but
Definitely.
I guess that's where the turn comes in.
Right. I learned my lesson real quick, and I was like, my daughter's not going anywhere with you. I can't deal with that.
Yeah, my suggestion to you is just like cut away from this guy completely.
And
this
that's
doesn't sound good. This
very good
yeah.
information to give me, because I will not be going anywhere near him or his child or.
So does he have any like legal obligations towards you and your kid, or no? Like,
no, not.
There's got to be like some sort of child support or something he has to pay.
He has signed a personal contract between me and him.
Okay.
So about 2 or 3 months ago, I made a personal contract of everything that he would, qualify for, which is to see his daughter once a week, which is all he's really kind of shown that he wants to do. I wouldn't, because most people are. But
he hasn't been doing that. So.
No, he hasn't. Most people would be like 2 times a week, every other weekend, whatever.
This guy's like, give me once a year.
Type of split, right?
Yeah.
Type of split custody. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him once a week. I'm sure he can probably do once a week. No, he didn't do once a week. It lasted a month. There was also like a money contract where he would give me so and so amount of money once a month, and he followed that whole contract for a month. Didn't see me until after, like, he didn't contact me until after her birthday, until today. Actually, that's the funny thing. He contacted me today.
I'm getting more questions. I just don't want to keep you here forever.
No, you're fine.
Like, here's what I'm thinking about right now. So, like, again, these types of scenarios are all, like, weird, awkward for me. Like, when he did visit, like, he'd come to your place?
Yeah.
And, like, what? Like, you would just sit there in the corner and he would go, like, let's go play, let's go,
this
like,
is
how does that work?
funny, because to me, I'm not even gonna, I don't know if this is allowed to be on whatever, but I'm a very sexual person.
Okay.
So, he's always known that. We've known each other for however many years. Okay. So, for the longest time, he's always been attracted to me, obviously. We've had a kid together.
Right.
So, every time he comes, it's more of he wants to see me rather than the kid.
Oh, sick.
Right.
Even though he's with the other girl.
Even when she was pregnant after the kid was born.
Okay, but when he comes to see you, does anything actually transpire, or like no?
No, not recently. Since she's been pregnant, he has like tried to, come on to me, but I'm always like, 1, I was in a past relationship for a long time, and 2, I don't want nothing to do with you if you're not taking care of your daughter.
But if you did, you'd be like, all right, let's go.
Sure. Maybe.
No, the bad decisions. No. This guy had better have like a giant dick, because like otherwise you're like.
Actually, and that's a matter of fact, he doesn't. Wherever the camera,
okay.
He doesn't.
Then why are you thinking like this?
He doesn't. But the thing is just, if we're hanging out and
he's a fucking crook who ditched his kid for months.
Yeah, no, that is.
Why would you be like, oh yeah, you want?
No, never. Like... Yeah. But if he was to be there for his child, it'd be a different story. Like if it.
I don't know how much of a different story this guy. Like there is this.
If he was actually there, involved with his kid, I wouldn't be so.
Like his track record.
No.
And people tend not to change. That's the thing.
But
that's
if he was genuinely like. Since she was 2, if he was involved, coming to see her,
you wouldn't think that he's there to bang you, like you. At no point, because that was already the case. You said he would come to see the kid
beforehand. Yes.
So you wouldn't think if he breaks up with this girl now, he would show up to your door and be like, "Hey, I want to be in my daughter's life."
No,
but he just wants to be in you. Like you don't see that connection.
No. But I mean, like from the start, technically, like if when she was born, if he was there, constantly.
Okay, but that ship sailed. He wasn't. Right?
No, yeah, but no, I thought you were saying like for example.
No. So I'm saying like if today he shows up and he's like, "Yo, I've made a decision.
No. I would
never.
I would be like, you need to do this, this, and this, and this.
So what are those things?
I would. Okay, well, 1, you would need to. Okay, so if he was not trying to be with that other girl, Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like that's
and he
done
wanted
for whatever
to somehow
reason. He gets dumped. Let's say specifically he gets dumped.
One, you need to find your own place because you're not living here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Why not?
I'm not a hotel room. I'm not accepting bum niggas to stay in my house. Like, okay. What? You've been living under your girlfriend for however many years. Now you're going to try and live under me?
But no, the idea would be to get the family back together, right? Or no?
He already has a family. So that would be that situation where...
But he just got dumped. That's what we said. Well,
and this is what I would be telling him. After 2 years, or however many years of our, whenever it happened, I would say... Our daughter doesn't even know you. So why would you be moving into my house? Thinking that you're some type of father figure, right? She doesn't know who her dad is. When he comes over, she's thinking it's a babysitter. Like, okay, you're babysitting me for a couple hours. We're
hey, mommy, why is this babysitter looking at you all
Yeah,
weird?
it's not no type of daddy, let's go to the park. No, she doesn't know who you are. She's genuinely scared of you, one. And I'm
genuinely scared of this guy. I haven't even met him, so like...
He's not scary. He's a little chihuahua.
His mom sounds pretty scary. Like...
She definitely is on some next level shit. That's why I'm like, is this why my life has been going so bad lately? She probably put some...
cursed you.
Right, some voodoo shit, like, on me. Like, That's just a no for me.
Yeah. No, you've known this kid for a long time. Did you know his mom before, too? Did you know
I didn't
she's
meet
like
his mom until we started dating. When we were 16, 17 years old. I think 17. And we started dating. And that was when I met her. And she loved me. She's always loved me until after my daughter was born. About, 8 months after she was born, we started butting heads. She found out he got another girl pregnant. And she actually messaged me saying, I want to congratulate you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy. I want to welcome you to my family. I'm so happy you're going to be having a kid.
What, to you?
Thinking it's the other girl.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, you're so disrespectful and rude.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
No, you can laugh because I'm like, and she really tried saying, because I said, like, who do you think you are messaging me acting like I'm some ugly ass white bitch? And then she's like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know it was you. Okay, well, you must be 100 motherfucking years old to not know how to use a phone.
Yeah, dude.
And send a message to somebody knowing my name says Paris and the whole other girl's name is some next name.
Right.
So I'm like,
maybe she's also Paris.
She's not. I know her name. It starts with an A. It's definitely not Paris. She was genuinely trying to be ignorant, right? Like, okay. You don't accidentally, come on, like.
So you think she's like deliberately
have you ever sent a message to somebody that was a long ass it was a long paragraph saying, I can't wait to welcome you to our family.
Retarded. Like blah, a long ass paragraph. At some point you're looking up at the name. At some point
you see the name. At some point. It would be different if it was a little hey message.
Maybe I've done that once, but yeah.
Maybe if it's a little tiny message. Not a whole paragraph. Not a whole paragraph.
And she never sent you the paragraph when you got pregnant. Oh, she would call you.
She did. She did congratulate me when I was pregnant. She was this genuine with me as she was in that message.
I wonder how many congratulations this lady sent out.
However many.
She's got to be able to like predict a few of them beforehand, right? Because she's a psychic,
She's even called me about my own daughter saying, Vienna has come to me in my dreams. That's my daughter's name. Vienna has come to me in my dreams.
Are you guys all named after cities?
It's just me and my daughter. That's my thing for me and my daughter. I'm Paris. She's Vienna. I wanted to go on with that theme. That's my thing. I have nothing to do with what the fuck's going on in their family.
This is completely off topic now. If you were grandma at some point, what would you want the child's name to be? Just wondering.
Grandma.
London.
I would want any of my daughter's kids to be named after me. Any of them. One of them.
Paris again.
A middle name. I love my name, so I think it's very unique. It's spelled with 2 S's.
I see. So no like different European city. It's just Paris again.
Yeah, I could
Paris
go with
Junior.
any city I would love. But okay. I just
but not a specific one.
Not a specific one. I just like that theme. I just like that theme a lot. All right. I think it's cute.
Do you think we covered all the bases, or like, do you think there's more that you want to talk about? Is there more to your story?
I think that he should be paying me child support. He hasn't. She's
Isn't
2.
there, like, that's what I was talking about, like, some sort of legal, like, bind, like, there's no way you can be, like...
Well, he did sign a contract, but he only followed it for a month, so...
So, like, isn't there, like, a cop or someone you can go to be like, yo, what the fuck?
The family services, I can take him to...
What?
I can go to family services and I can say, I have a deadbeat dad, and I don't know what to do.
And you haven't done it?
Yeah. No, I haven't done it for the past however many years, because he's honestly kind of come and gone as he pleases.
Like, but now, like, since November, 2 months ago,
Yeah.
you now know that this guy's, like, gone.
Yeah, so we haven't had contact till literally today. And
what happened today?
he called me and he said, if you want anything from me for our daughter, get a lawyer.
Okay. Damn.
And I said, okay. I said, I'm fine by that. And he said, because I can't see you and blah, 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 going on about this and that. We always fight. And I'm like, okay, well, that's because you're irresponsible. 1. 2, I can't deal with you. And 3, you're never around for your daughter. I don't know what else you want me to say, but the fact that obviously I'm not going to be okay with you just walking up in my house whenever you feel like it, walking away whenever you feel like it, trying to, hook up with me, complimenting me when you're not even worried about your daughter. Obviously, that's not cool to me. It'd be different if you were consistent, actually saw your daughter, and, gave me some type of support for her. And still lived your own life. I'm not, in no way are we in a relationship or we've ever been on that level except for when we were actually together. Since our daughter has been born, we haven't been on that level where it's like, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. No, I genuinely just want you to be here for your daughter. I want you to have some type of relationship with your daughter, and I want you to be supporting her. Mm-hmm. I didn't get pregnant by myself. I didn't have this baby by myself. And since then, you have had a whole other kid that you are taking responsibility for while your daughter is being neglected. So why is that fair for your very first born child to be neglected while you have this whole other kid? Like, you can, switch things around or something.
All right, so another personal question. This is going to sound rough because, you have a daughter now. Mm-hmm. But I'm asking anyway because I'm a scumbag. At any point, did you think about having an abortion while you were, pregnant?
No, I did, and I did think about having an abortion. The very sad thing about getting pregnant is when you're going through all these emotions, and it takes a very long time to really, if you're going through that back and forth thought of having an abortion, it takes a really long time to make up your decision. And I actually genuinely didn't know what to do. I was, especially because it was my first pregnancy where
and
I
you
was
were young as shit. You're still young as shit.
Yeah, I was only 19 years old and I was so young, and I was like, I don't know whether to have the baby, if it's going to be right for us, is he going to come around? Is he going to be there for the kid? I didn't know. So at the end of the day, when I went to the doctor, she actually ended up telling me, you're 15 weeks pregnant and you can't have an abortion.
Damn. Unless
you go and get a physical surgery where they go inside you and do a surgery. Right. Like an actual, you're on the table getting a whole surgery done.
You're like, fuck that.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? The kid's developing. I didn't know what else to do than to have the kid. And I love my daughter to death. I would never take that back. I would never change anything. Right. I'm very happy of where I am and why I made that decision. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really have a choice. And so at the end of the day, I just had the kid, and I just had my high hopes that he would be, eventually around and involved. And after so long, I was like, he's just going to be coming and going as he pleases. And I didn't really care. I was like, she's got everything she needs. That's fine. I didn't really care until he had another kid, and I seen, okay, he's taking care of this kid, and my daughter is being completely neglected.
So it was just me. That's what you were thinking.
Huh.
He's not just a scumbag dad. He's just a scumbag dad to my kid.
No. Yeah, and I was like really sad for I don't care about myself. I care about my daughter, you know? It's not fair for her to grow up
sucks.
without a dad. And, at the end of the day, a lot of people say, oh, well, there's, this guy and this guy and this guy. You could go find this guy. Yes, I know that. Anybody can be a dad to my daughter. But it's not their responsibility.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm guessing this guy's the same age as you, roughly?
Yeah, he is the same age as me.
Yeah. Also super young,
Yeah, and his new baby mom is actually almost 5 or 7 years older than us.
Interesting.
So I'm just wondering how that happened even.
Well, this seems like a horny dude, for one. I can infer that much.
He is. He's always been like that. So
yeah,
it's just
horny
how.
Dude with a tiny dick.
Yeah, it's how the cookie crumbles. Now that's what's going on.
All right.
He knows, and I just have high hopes that one day he will, for my daughter and my daughter's sake, I hope that maybe one day, maybe 10, 15, 20 years from now, he'll wake up and be like, I don't have a daughter. I had a daughter.
Well, he does have a daughter.
But like saying
daughter.
like, I'm not with my daughter, type
right.
thing. Like, I'm not with my daughter that I had, and I don't have a relationship with that girl. Who knows? Maybe one day he'll never realize.
Maybe he won't. And like, here's the other side of that coin. Is like, maybe one day he will become like a better person, and your daughter will be like, maybe I want to connect with my dad, and they'll get back together, and they'll be all jolly and shit.
Yeah,
and all your sacrifices during this time will be forgotten about because he will also get parent status, even though you pulled through this like the whole time. But way she goes.
Yeah.
Such is life.
Yeah. Split custody or whatever far in the future when he thinks he's capable of being a dad,
Again,
and I will never deny my daughter.
I don't know if you want this dude in your kid's life.
No, I don't
think, like, from what it sounds like, this guy is not necessarily a positive influence, right?
And right now, no. But when she's old enough to make her own decisions, I would never deny her that capability to see.
But again, I'm imagining myself as your kid 10 years from now. I'll be like, okay, so this guy
she's probably
is my
not
dad.
even gonna be curious.
Yeah, it's like this dude left me when I was like 1 and hasn't turned back since.
We're gonna be driving down Olette Street, and she's gonna be like, "Who's that bum on the side of the road in the box?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's your dad. Oh, is that a crack pipe he's smoking?"
That's so sick.
Yep, that's a crack pipe he's smoking. Yep. That's your dad over there. Sorry. Oh, just close your eyes.
Hey, she's the one flaming crackheads, folks. I have no problem with crackheads. You do you. You say no.
No. He's not a crackhead right now. I'm saying maybe 10, 15 years from now,
crackheads.
where he's going to be is in a box on the side of the road.
Smoking that crack. That dope crack.
I mean, I hope the best for him, but that's most likely where he's going to be. On the side of Olette, thinking he's some shit.
Some shit.
Right.
Some crack shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, it was very nice talking to you. Thanks a lot for doing the thing.
Thank you very much for dropping me off.
Yeah, no worries.
You enjoy the snow for the rest of the
Definitely.